Hello and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another fan cam, people. Another match reaction. Manchester City 4, West Ham United 1. Make sure to smash a like on the video and also subscribe if you're new. We're trying to hit 1K in 2025, people. That is the goal, to hit 1K in 2025. So let's hope we can fast track to that as soon as possible. And we're going to be live for the longer match reaction at 10 p.m. to discuss more about the game, but also at 11 p.m. with Melon and Alfie for the London show to discuss West Ham, Chelsea, and Arsenal. Um, yeah. So obviously, when I looked at the lineup, didn't know Emerson failed a late fitness test, or was it not? It was something like that. I'm not too sure. Obviously, this was the first lineup without Jared Bowen in a very, very long time, and we're gonna have to get used to that. And to be honest with you, outside of that, I was fine with the lineup in a sense. I would have played Mavropanos at right back instead of Sufal, even though I don't like either of them. Um, to be honest, but we saw how Vladimir Sufal played today. The guy's been cooked for about 3 years anyway. And when I was complaining about him last season, complaining about him all the time, people look at me weird. But this guy is very, very awful when it comes to 1v1 defending. You can't cross anymore. Terrible in possession, very one-footed. All the same things we complain about Vladimir Sufa, but we can complain about players all day long because he was actually the only one that actually played bad in the first half, in my opinion. Kilman and Ariola should have done better for the second goal. I can't remember what the first goal was. I know someone should have done better for the first goal. I can't remember who it was, but the header for Haaland at the end, Kilman and Ariola really need to communicate better for that one. What was the first goal? I really can't remember the first goal. I can't remember the first goal, but I know someone made a mistake. Oh no, Sufal's own goal. Um, yeah, I don't blame Sufal for the own goal, but I blame him for not closing your man. Close down your man, and then that doesn't happen in the first place. How many times in modern day football do we look at a fullback not closing down a man when they're about to cross the ball and it goes in for an own goal? That is one of the situations where that comes up a million times. But apart from Sufal, everyone held their own, in my opinion. Like I saw some good moments from everyone. Kudus could have been better, especially with the chance he had that he should have finished near post. Souček should have finished that chance that fell in front of him. Souček had a great performance, barring that shot, to be honest. Very good with his tackles. Don't get me wrong, you can't pass the ball, you can't control the ball, but he did what he does well. Just like winning the ball back and stuff like that as well. And even barring the assist, he played well. That was one of his, like, people always give him credit for his performances when he plays bad and he scores. This is one of them performances where he didn't score today, and yeah, he got an assist, but he performed well, regardless of whether he scored or not. Same with the Ipswich game, where I gave him credit for performing in that game as well. He performed well. He didn't score or have an assist, but he performed well. Now, I'm not saying either or, but I'm saying a goal doesn't bail out your performance. Like Falkirk had a great performance, well, not great. He had a good performance, and he scored. And a good link-up play, good holding up the ball, good in the air. We actually played really well in the first half, and then it went back to normal in the second half. It went back to normal. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. My Tadibo injured as well. Oh, man. The finishing's awful. It was the end product that was, uh, you know, absolutely shocking. I mean, we know the difference between West Ham and Man City, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of differences between the two clubs. Of course, there are, but the main difference is finishing. Despite Haaland's criticisms, he knows the back of the net. Even we give away the ball needlessly, and it was Kudus' fault for me for the goal for Foden because he put Alvarez under pressure in a position where he didn't need to put him under pressure. It wasn't a good performance from Kudus today. It was terrible. It was terrible. And yes, he was playing in his right position, so I know a lot of people are going to come for me for that as well. But that wasn't even on the manager, his performance. That was his performance. Like, Lopetegui's a terrible manager. This season is mainly Lopetegui's fault, but that performance was just on Mohamed Kudus. With the positions on the left, I'm going to excuse him. I'm going to excuse him. And I've criticised him as well. I'm going to criticise anyone that's at this club. I don't hold back on anyone. But I can't even blame the manager for Kudus' performance today. He was bad on himself. Thought Kilman could be much better. He started well, then dipped as soon as they scored. Tadibo being injured does not help. That means we have to put up with Mavropanos again. And as much as this manager finally let his ego go to play Tadibo instead of Mavropanos, we're probably going to have to see Mavropanos against Watkins. And I don't rate Ollie Watkins, but come on, against Aston Villa, regardless of who they play up front, Mavropanos is going to struggle. And we're not gonna win in that game anyway. But you know what I mean. Hopefully Emerson's back by then as well, because I can't put up with another minute of Vladimir Sufa playing football. To be quite honest with you, to be honest, um, I'm quite sick of it. I'm quite sick of it, to be honest with you. But listen, that is it from me. That is it from me. Listen, it's the same old West Ham. They're not going to sack him, and they won't. They just, if they were going to sack him, it would have been after the Leicester game. We're gonna have to put up with this guy for a very long time now, and it wasn't enough of a battering, believe it or not, because it was 4-1 for him to get sacked. They're not going to sack him. You'd like to think so, but a serious club would have sacked him very early on. Very early on. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Social media are in the description if you want to follow me. The email for the inquiries. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.